So when I started looking at doing the AMG program, I was a sole vet practice in a small regional town. I think we had about a population of about 4,500 people. There used to be 3 practices in town. Well, they both closed down, and then it was left to me, and being the only vet at the practice. So between Exmouth and Geraldton, so about a 700-kilometre radius. I was working 6 days at the practice a week plus 24 hours a day on call. It was just me. I'd have a locum maybe for a week or two twice a year. But other than that, it was a pretty hard grind. Clinic wasn't doing all that well, not profitable. I was stressed. I had 2 children. One was she was 1 and he was 2, so that's 14 months between them. So and I just left a long-term relationship, so I was single parenting with 2 kids and a practice all on my lonesome. So I was going downhill really quickly. Fast forward 2 years, I've now got another vet on board with me. We are profitable. I'm only working 4 days a week. I've learnt how to have a bit of a lifestyle as well. My kids are thriving. I can drop them off to school. I can pick them up, which is one of my big things. I just didn't want to have to handball the care of them to somebody else for all of their life, basically. So that was my biggest goal, was to turn the practice around so I could be there for my kids. I'm really happy that 2 years I've managed to do that, and I've managed to purchase some investment property, and also I managed to move out of our rental and bought a family home, which I'm renovating at the moment for the kids. So we're on a couple of acres now. Kids have their own horses. We've got dogs, chooks, everything. They love it. I wouldn't have thought that was possible couple of years ago. Yeah. So I wouldn't have thought it was possible to afford to get another vet. I wouldn't have been able to visualize not working 6 days, 7 days a week, letting go of that guilt of not being here all the time. Could not have seen where I'm at now when we started, but I knew something needed to change at the time. I wouldn't have been here in one way or another, whether that meant the practice was closed or I wasn't a vet, or or who knows. So the AMG just really breaks it down into smaller steps. So, and working on different areas of your business and mindsets, and also just having so many people in your corner that tell you that things are possible, and you can see, other people doing it. So it gives you that hope and allows you to dream big, and put those steps into place to kind of get your goals. I was just so not stunted. I just had no space at all. It was either work or kids or work or kids. There was no freedom. There was no light at the end of the tunnel. I just knew that I was going to be on the same grind day in, day out if I didn't do something big. Just so much happier now, and balanced, and just not hating coming in here every single day, which it was getting to that point. Still onwards and upwards. I've had another new grad apply for another position. So looking at having 2 vets on board, which is just going to make it better for me and my clients and the practice. If you're at a point where you're not living a lifestyle that you're enjoying, then you can't afford not to, from a financial point of view and from a wellness point of view. Some really subtle changes in pricing and procedures basically pays for the program really quickly. So you factor what it costs to the benefits that you can get. It's completely worthwhile. From a time point of view, it's not a huge investment to then get that quality time back in the years ahead. I amazed at what we're achieving at the moment in such a short time.